So buffs everybody up so that Bloodseeker in these team fights, like, people just don't drop their HP percentage as quickly, so he doesn't get that.
Out. Here's your salve.
Now, Windranger hasn't shown yet, though, so there is an argument to be made that, yeah, he's going to get it here, where, you know, don't just send it directly back. We see many players do that. Yeah, it was interesting to see this complexity, not only in the new roster announcement, but who is going to play what. As you're pointing out there, Moo is playing in position 1 now, taking over for Chessie. Moon Meander joining the squad. He's their new offlaner, and, of course, Adam replacing coL, essentially, as both the in-game captain as well as a support. Bottom lane.
They got PPD walled off with a power shot. 1 point Voodoo. Has 6 stick charges as well. Z-Freak, power shot against stick charges shouldn't be enough. He'll still chase him down a couple more times, but it's not, again, just short. Adam towards top lane, however, with the Gale, is going to get denied. First kill, gets to kill your ally, feels good, man. Now the crush goes on to Moo, who's still trying to gun for 33 here, but those illusions of Phantom Lance early on, really not a threat, so not much of anything significant until bottom lane, where the cast bounces back towards the Earthshaker. That's some PBD RNG right there, as
guys going back. But yeah, the kill on the bottom lane of the Earthshaker sounds like got the lucky cast bounce to eventually successfully make it happen. So OpTic, their first attempt at the first blood was denied. This time around, not so much. Going back to Witch Doctor, we saw him survive there. The biggest reason was because he went that 1 point value into Voodoo Restoration. We are seeing a lot more Witch Doctors do this, and just supports in general that are picked up. You know, Warlock, for example, one of the more powerful reasons why he's picked up on top of just his overall skill set is that the Shadow Word for the laning phase to not only keep himself, but his carry in the lane good to go throughout. So I like to see that, of course, coming out from Witch Doctor. This isn't a lane that's going to be looking to get kills with a Maledict anyways, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it was that cooldown increase. Like, the one Maledict takes forever to come back online. It's such a pain, so just get the Voodoo Restoration, be happy with that. They're once again chipping at Moo up towards top lane, and you do have that Shadow Word, you do have that Doppelgang, but still, this is a time when a Phantom Lancer is not happily hitting creeps. If ever you can do that, you're going to go ahead and do so. Moon on the bottom lane, now racing up against Highcat. He does eat the Fairy Fire, charging forward, gets the heal also. Gets shackled, but there's no follow-up because just a support Wind Ranger, so second death for this Earthshaker on bottom. EXP-wise, only level 3, 12 CS. This is, I mean, we've seen Earthshaker come back from worse for sure, but this is
under attack.
Might prioritize a little bit of an earlier BKB as well. There's so many team fight abilities from Complexity. Granted, some of them do kind of injure you through that BKB, but match community in this game definitely high value. CCNC over in mid is going to be chased out by Limp, who he is winning in the lane, but not to a degree where he's completely locking out the Leshrac, so they should both be okay, as Zai's going to find Adam once more in the river. Zai does have the 1 value point in Bash and gets a lucky roll, but up against the Shadow Word, yeah, you can't really challenge that. Has sticks, will survive. But yeah, Slaughter flexing his muscles a little bit. That's over in. Yeah, boat combo on CCNC, drops him down very low, shackled to the catapult. Z-Freak comes in to secure the kill.
Great, that was one of those, you would love to be in the voice call, whatever they're using, bottom lane.
Moon again. I feel like this shouldn't be happening this often, but land a couple of cast bounces, get
that. No.
It's the optimum Dota experience right there.
God.
All right, so the real bad thing for Complexity on this bottom lane is the fact that Pycat is almost level 6. That means that once he gets that, like, Moon by himself is just completely boned, and that means PPD can kind of wander around and maybe help them kill off top lane.
I wonder if they're probably not going to, is my ultimate point, and so that's why the Rupture potentially could be that much stronger this time around.
He'll have to resort to just grouping up as a 5-man, keeping himself safe that way. Unlike CCNC, he kind of goes in by himself with a Haste Rune and just gets annihilated, and 33 takes a little bit of damage on the retreat as well. Had a Haste Rune, but X marks the spot, doesn't care about your Haste Runes.
That was one of those, yeah, I have a Haste Rune, I'm unkillable mentalities that we see so often, but guess what, you're not, especially against X marks the spot.
More than happy to abuse.
Yeah, and I like the decision here from Moo on Phantom Lancer to go for the casual Hooded Defiance build. This is a lineup that you would definitely like to see it against a Leshrac, Venom Core. Meanwhile, Witch Doctor's caught. It's probably dead.
Power shot already used. There's a fissure coming in, but that's not going to do much damage. Z-Freak taking the Pulse Nova, taking the Edict from CCNC, and will get ground down as Highcat and Zai come in from the river, kill off Limp.
First damage to take out the Witch Doctor Lily support. You got to be feeling bad, man, if you're Complexity. Adam, he's also going to be spotted top lane by Zai. I don't think he's going to get the backup, though. And Zai will probably want to run away himself. As Wind Ranger TP's in, Shackle Shot could do him in.
Shackle in the Bloodright, which isn't going to give him much cover. Pycat is going to wander right by. Zai, your Bloodseeker, to kind of wander around the map. We can see Zai doing pretty much exactly that the entire game, so get a little bit more reward. And Venomancer, I mean, early on, any item is good on Venomancer, but there isn't really like, you absolutely must get this type of item. Chaotic Offering is going to jump on top lane, kind of give Moo a little bit of space. With both coming in as well, they'll take down Pycat. Zai Shackle will fail. He does have a crush, but his sprint has worn out, and he'll get yanked right back into a swarm of angry complexity heroes. Zai will fall as well. They'll lose 2, and
we saw this first game as well with the Bloodseeker. The Rupture, as much as powerful as it sounds on paper, it's maybe not as strong in practice against these top tier teams, because Phantom just literally stood there and he got the supports. Meanwhile, middle lane,
great stun from CCNC onto 2. Z-Freak and Adam, you get put into the Pulse Nova. Moo's coming in, but that's a slow TP because everyone else came in beforehand. Moon is going to find the Witch Doctor, but again, this PvP Witch Doctor is seemingly invulnerable. Looking at CCNC now, gets X marked back into that torrent, but Pycat 33, they're both here. Poison Nova does connect onto the Phantom Lane, so they rupture the real one as well, and now Moo's got to sit there and take it. Pycat can challenge him and should be able to take him down. Siege away from the boat, but still Moo will fall. And it looks like
to make a play bottom.
PD already revealed himself. Limp has the haste rune, gonna throw the boat right after this Venomancer. Gonna connect perfectly. Chain stun looking pretty good. Can he get anything off? No. He'll go down, but they do call up for a 2-man split. Earth and CCNC does push right in along with Pycat. Chaotic Offering is gonna drop give Limp and Moon a little bit of space to escape. Looks like Limp will not get out, but they do get out with the Earthshaker. Moon now coming in, straight in, along with Moon. He actually teleported backwards. The Shrine comes and kills off PPD. As the crush from Zai not gonna land. Shackle Shot from Z-Freak will land. Power shotting through 2 of them as well. CCNC kind of low and still have all of their big cooldowns. There is no Chaotic Offering on the other end. There is an Echo Slam. They do know where Moon is going to drop it right on top of the Venomancer. He's doing a lot of damage, but he's just going to come up short of the actual kill. Now the haze onto the Earthshaker. He's bit off a little bit more than he can chew. Why get a defensive item, Venomancer, when you can just survive it? And it looks like with Zai's arrival as well, they'll chase after Z-Freak, perhaps? Gotta line the Shackle Shot somehow here. I'm not really sure where the angle's gonna come from the Wind Ranger, so she's probably in a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, she's ruptured. I would say she's dead.
Okay, so going back to the bottom lane, so they're also gonna find Witch Doctor and that Voodoo Restoration. We've seen it before come into play. This time it's not gonna be enough. Indeed goes down, but eventually, but she's even trying to get the Blink next. Hasn't been the best farm for Z-Freak here.
Well, Zai is going to find the Wind Ranger. They had an inkling that they were close to one another, and Z-Freak is now going to try to book it with the Wind Run into the jungle. 33 is kind of going to block himself with his Plague Ward, but luckily for him, Zai has his back as the
middle.
And now look towards Roshan. Level 1 haze. No medallion or anything like that, so perhaps Complexity can actually do something about this. They do have the Kunkka ult and the Earthshaker ult, but OpTic are just going to leave. They're going to jump in, crush him with the Phantom Lance. He does have the hood. Chaotic Offering to buy him quite a bit of space, however. He still takes quite a big hit from that Bloodright, but it's Zai who's separated right now, and he will get solo Echo Slam. It's a kill, but have to make it worthwhile at the end of the day, because Moon is being chased down by Pycat and CCNC. He'll be put in a blender. At 33, lands his Nova onto 2 in the front. He's driving them all back, but the rest of his team, they're kind of getting wrecked by the Golem, so they can't really help him all that much. Kunkka's going to take a lot of poison damage here. Looks like he should be fine, however.
You never know with a Venomancer, but no, he is going to be fine as he makes his way back to base. But that opens up Roshan now for OpTic Gaming, and they did use some Poison Nova from Venomancer. It's a very late Poison Nova, but yeah, you mentioned the solo Echo Slam from Earthshaker. It felt like one of those cases I might as well use it because I'm probably going to be dying shortly after from Moomiander. But Roshan, they're getting it, and that's an Aegis for less strat, or it's going to be... Oh, wow. Power shot. Oh, okay, that's something, but it's...
the Roche pit, so love that play to back off as a team and then kind of go back into Roche as a team. Very coordinated as Moon. Oh, Shadow Blade does not keep you safe. Sentry Ward is there. Cast coming in before the fissure, and that should be a dead Earthshaker just from the Maledict. He'll chase him down because they can. Once again, it's going to be an Earthshaker taking a spill.
You're dealing with a Corrosive Haze. You're dealing with a Bloodseeker. Isn't really the best choice over, say, something like that high priority for these team fights that are going on. Speaking of that, more happening bottom lane.
Zai's going to blink out from the boat. The boat is now down. They force the buyout onto the Earthshaker. Shackle is nice onto Pycat, but he's the one with the Aegis. So he can take this damage. He's now walled, I guess, into the base. And it looks like his first life will be forfeit here. The rest of OpTic struggling up against that upheaval. Yeah, it is going to be stopped, however. Someone stops this. 33 is going to jump right on in. Nova onto 2 with the BKB active. They'll try to go for limp and top off his own BKB. Not much follow-up physical damage there. Phantom Lancer charging forward. Another wall is going to keep them in. Great walls now from Moon. Isolating Zai, and that should be Slaughter. Now fallen. Bloodseeker shackled, and he has already used his Aegis. X marks. I don't even know what he's trying to do. He's just going to go down.
Complexity Z-Freak. The front lines now with Phantom Lancer there. So Complexity slowly but surely just dwindling away, and it's definitely the way they should be playing. So good for the sake. There we go.
Dodge though on the crush. Still Moo is in a really precarious position. 33 right in his face. Bo's gonna come in, lay run onto pretty much everybody. Power shot will snipe PBD in the backline. Pycat really slow on the incoming. Tries to go for Phantom Lancer, but he's just wandering around with his blade mail, not really doing much of anything. In the meantime, it's Moo with his illusions doing a lot of damage, but he will get caught and will get robbed by the Blood Right. Everyone's pushing forward now. CC2 with BKB still active onto the Kunkka. Will get the kill off of a one-man split Earth. Now he sees Adam off to the side. Should see Adam off to the side. He'll try to TP out. CC&C is going to get the Eul's Scepter. That should be enough to kill off the Warlock. In the meantime, it's going to be Zai chasing down 2. Shaft Shot's going to keep him pinned there with the Fissure with the Ghost Scepter. Ethereal Blade active from that Slardar. Not doing him any favors. Pycat, though, still on the chase. Moon going to get out of the Blood Right. Radiant still taking him down, and it will be able to get the kill. Shackle. A really long shackle, but it is going to get the Lestrak absolutely was destroying everyone in that fight, and you know, maybe Kunkka's BKB was a little bit early, like maybe, but that's not going to swing everything. Just timing of BKB. They're going to find the Wind Ranger up towards top lane. Absolutely destroyed. Well, she's going to proc it a lot, so she's got to watch where she focus fire. CC&Z is pushing bottom lane really far, and he's completely surrounded. He's going to find Adam. And Adam's like, yo, I got my back here, but CC&C really doesn't care because he has the BKB currently active. Adam's going to drop the Warlock ult, and it will get him some damage on CC&C, but he will still go down. Back coming in now for the Lestrak punch onto 2, and Moon is going to take a lot of damage here. Someone's able to take down Zai first, but if he's now going to jump in, he's going to poison over pretty much everyone, but there's not much follow until CC&C returns to the fight with Pycat, and isolated Phantom Lancer will take him down. And after this Kunkka next, another cast with ETG on the high ground lip, we put him under. That's it.
Yeah, sorry. My mic, Loris, unfortunately having a little bit of a mic issue there. So hopefully we can get that figured out and move forward with that. But yes, that was a crazy fight. It all started with Jump of the Warlock. I mean, that was a bold decision by CC&C, I'll say that. Again, he had the cheese though, so we always felt comfortable, and his teammates were close enough, able to kill Warlock initially, and then eventually have his teammates get there. By the time they did, Complexity was not going to be winning that fight. They still tried. They've already had the buyback now on Kunkka. They're going to need to buy back on PL if they want to save a second set of racks, it feels like at this point. Kunkka throws at the shift. There's that buyback from Phantom Lancer. Peter Pan Dam went a little too far. He'll get caught out and eventually killed off, but not the worst case scenario for OpTic Gaming. He's going to chase on Phantom Lancer, but I don't think he's getting close enough. In fact, he needs to be careful not to go too far, because the last thing you want is a dieback here. OpTic going back in. There's a Slardar Crush. Poison Nova used. However, the Echo Slam on 3 different heroes coming out from Moomiander. Leshrak getting low himself. BKB's going off all over the place. Pycat put in the Rupture. Up on a Wind Ranger, going to get him taking out CC2 with the heals. He'll stay alive, and as big of an Echo Slam it wasn't meant to be for Complexity. Moo's going to end up falling out for a dieback most likely. There we go. He's 10 for 95. Liv comes back in. That's a dieback as well. And OpTic Gaming, triple kill for Pycat. That'll do it. GG, well played. The game going the way of OpTic over Complexity. God, that was a beautiful Echo Slam from Moomiander. It finally happened. You know, you usually get one of those per game, if anything. But it was just too